right, so group number 1, group number 2, group number 3.
I joined Teach for America because I believe in the power of education. I know I'm going to care so much about my students. I want us all to be successful in this classroom.
Ariel, do you know? Because she might be wrong.
Better hurry up, hurry up, hurry up!
Jaylon Herman came to Carver High School in New Orleans with a degree in economics from Princeton and was assigned to teach math.
So good afternoon, class. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, okay, with power, with energy. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, and hopefully
Jaylon got things started by introducing students to the financial benefits of education.
So what happens to average earnings as one's level of education increases? What happens? More money, right? When I graduated college, I had the opportunity to make $80,000 a year by working in Wall Street. $80,000, and I was only 23 years old. I want you all to go to college, all right? You'll have so many more opportunities, and it just, yeah. So I'll be talking about my college experience because I loved college, and I have a lot to share with y'all. All right, so.
Tell me about your first 2 days.
I loved it. At one point, a student who had finished the reading looked up at me, and just that moment, just that the idea that I was in command, the student was waiting for me to give him his next task was just so, it was just so powerful. It was like, wow, you know, I'm in command of this classroom, and that was just a wonderful thing.
You felt like a teacher.
I felt like a teacher.
If R is the rate.
Well, now we got smart students in the class today, huh?
I'm feeling pretty exhausted. On some days, I'm just like, I keep pressing the snooze button. I keep pressing it over and over and over again. And it's very, very difficult to push myself out of bed.
I will only accept work shown. I need to see exactly what Rika has up there.
I was putting so much work into it, and I wasn't getting anything out. I wasn't getting any sort of response to the incredibly hard work I was doing.
All right, only 3 people did their homework.
One day, Jaylon told her students to put their heads on their desks. She wasn't prepared for what happened next.
One of the girls got up and said, "You can't do that. We're gonna go get you fired." And so she started mobilizing the other classmates by sending around this petition and having them write their names down so that they could eventually take that to the principal and get me fired. I cared so much, and it broke my heart that they didn't recognize that.
So I want to have the formula up there so we know exactly why.
What kind of teacher am I right now? I'm a far better teacher than I was coming into the school year. In the very beginning, I wouldn't accept anything less than perfection. I mean, I really thought that I could control an entire class of 20 students at Carver High School, and I really thought that they would meet all my behavioral expectations: silence when I was talking, complete silence when I was talking, raising their hands, talking and working independently without talking. I thought all those things could happen, but I soon realized that I had to give a little.
You don't have to write that column over there. Just solve the problems where it says power. I'll be right there.
If I didn't accommodate the fact that they were just a lot more energetic and a lot more talkative and needed to be so in order for them to be happy and learning in my classroom, then I would never have found the success that I had with them.
Why don't you fix it? The activity we're going to do right now is called Think.
You came bubbling over with idealism. Are you still an idealist?
I'm definitely more realistic about what I can do with my students than I was, you know, in September. But I wouldn't say I'm bubbling with idealism.
Okay, you go back to Princeton and a whole bunch of sophomores and juniors say, hey, should I go into Teach for America? And you say?
Goodness, I always think of what I would say to that question. I mean, I would say that it is the most challenging experience you'll ever do in your entire life. but you will grow so much from it. And that's what I would say. So,
After a year in the classroom, Jaylon decided teaching was not for her. She's moved on and started a new career.